Tuesday, just gone 12, and there have been a Stadium of Light update on the SCFC official page to say that the away fans will be staying in the North Stand Upper. So if you weren't aware, and if you're not a Sunderland fan, you might not know, there have been a lot of trouble, not as such as recently, but earlier on in the season, in Coventry, I think in the Burnley game, I think the Blackburn game, I think maybe even the Middlesbrough game, of their fans throwing objects, coins, etc. down at our fans, causing, potential injury, and I think maybe a few people have got injured. So the club have looked into it, and there's been a bit of a divide between our fans, some that are happy with them up there and some that want them moved. And they used to be in the South Stand. I mean, when I first went to the Stadium of Light, they were there in the South Stand, were quite good atmosphere right there. And then I went again, obviously I don't go too often, living down south, but I went again, and there they were up in the North Stand Upper, which you couldn't really hear them. So, but that's not the main issue here. I mean, yes, it would improve atmosphere, and that's why some people wanted them to move down as well. But the main thing is they can't stop anything happening. They have even said here, so I'm reading from my iPad, they conducted an extensive review to identify the most suitable long-term location for away fans, during which it frequently consulted with local authority in addition to meeting with the sporting collective on several occasions. They said that they have enhanced security measures in the North Stand Upper, which I remember cost a bit of money here in terms of they've upgraded the stadium CCTV network, enhanced lighting system, and they're going through check of the coin and vape and checking people and making sure that they don't have them on them. But as we know, people can get things in, people can get smoke bombs in, people can get drugs in, people can get anything in, so they can't really take coins off people. I mean, I don't even know if that's legally allowed because, but I don't know if that's legally allowed to take coins off people anyway. And vapes, again, very small things, aren't they? Easily hide them somewhere. So again, people can bring those in and they can lock them down if they want to. And there have obviously been problems with that. So in terms of they have upgraded the CCTV system, so yeah, they could look at who chucked them and go through that. But by the time they've chucked them and someone had got seriously hurt, a bit too late then, and then the club they're liable for that because they have had a choice and they've looked into it. And even going off the netting, people have wanted netting, I think, or netting, or like a thing. Sheffield United, I think, may have it. I think Nottingham Forest may have it as well, where they've got some like advertising thing over the away fans, so actually the home fans that are above the away fans. So I guess if something like a vape fell down, it would just fall onto that. But ideally, if you can just reduce that completely and they just go into one area, the South Stand, but even though that's now the Roker End, they could move them into the family zone. So there will be a massive divide between our supporters. I'll be very interested to know which side you are on, if you're all in favour for them to stay up where they are, if you're all in favour and you were hoping that we're going to be moving down. I mean, I can't comment too much because I'm not up there often enough to really have a say in it, but I am very interested in mainly the season ticket holders there at Sunderland Light, of what you like and what you would have rathered. I mean, it would have meant that some season ticket holders would have had to move seats, which, yeah, is the main reason they weren't too happy for it. But if it's for the safety of your fans, then, so be it. But the club have said that they aren't looking into getting a net or any additional safety measure. And they've also said that they are assessing a proposal from the club to introduce rail seating in the Roker End and the North Stand Upper, which North Stand Upper is the away end. So, which would address persistent standing. Well, not really persistent standing, it would be safe standing, wouldn't it? But yeah, I'm very interested. Just let me know what you think. on the matter. I personally, like I said, I can't really have too much to say, but I personally would have liked to see the away fan move into the family zone right next to the south stand in that corner there. They could have, maybe not this, but they would have looked into it, and they could have changed everything in pre-season, ready for next season, save the area, Jewett coming down. Would have also saved cost if they're having lower numbers, or we're having lower numbers, then they don't have to worry about Jewett's obviously up in that north stand upper, just down the bottom there, and they could easily reduce the allocation. Plymouth, for example, do that. They will give you a block here, and then when you sell that block, that club sell that block, then you have this block, and you have this block, and so on until you've had enough. So if a small away allocation are coming along, then they can sell part of that away allocation to the home fan, which we could have done that. We could have reduced it and made it just a tiny area or tiny block, and then sold it to our fan. But see, that is not what we're going to be doing. We're keeping them where they are. I'm very, very interested and curious to see what's going on towards the end of the season here, and if anything was to happen and another thing does get thrown down, a flare, vape, coin hitting someone in the head, what's happening then? Because the club haven't had a chance and they've said, no, we're fine, and they're kind of now liable for it. So yeah, let me know what you think. Very interested to know what everyone thinks on the matter. And yeah, there is a massive divide between our club. I'm going to look at the forums now, but as soon as I saw the news, I already saw our forum going crazy of people either saying good or people saying it was a joke and they should have been changed. But hope you all have a fantastic Tuesday. We haven't got a game until Saturday. Don't know, Stoke at home, is it? So hopefully we can get back to winning ways. So that'll be my next video, will be my predictions on our next game. Have a fantastic week. Quite nice weather outside, and I'll see you very soon for another vlog. Bye.